Hi, I'm Linda Monzo, and this is guest speaker Emily Ruiz, and today we'll be doing the first episode of the Album Anatomy series of Foothill Dragon Press. This will be discussing the concept album of Taylor Swift's Folklore and the story that it entails with the three songs August, Betty, and Cardigan. The three songs revolve around these three teenagers and the time that they share together with James, Betty, and this unknown, recently named Augustin, which in significance of the name truly adds to the story that's being told. So the story begins in August, which is the story told about the summer that they share together. It's this hopeless romantic adventure for August, but it's just a summer fling for James. It starts off with this hope and this desperation that August carries for this boy,
and like
James.
insecurities.
A lot of insecurities. Yeah. Will you still call when you're back at school?
I remember thinking I had you.
I remember thinking I had you. I never needed anything more. So it just really shows to her that, like, for her, this wasn't just a summer thing, like it is for James. For her, this was, like, truly...
This was...
what she thought could be the beginning of this love story.
So, like, I think the song is, like, a fan favorite for a reason.
Yeah. I think the beat in the back is just so energetic, and it's so happy. It's so hopeful. And, like, for the hope of it all, like the bridge where it's like changing for the better, wanting was enough, for me it was enough to live for the hope of it all, which really shows
I think it connected with a lot of people's, like, a lot of her fans and
which Taylor's so good at. She's so good at connecting with her fans. So after the bridge in August, it just keeps repeating, for the hope of it all, for the hope of it all, and the song just ends off with this hopeful note, but also this really, like, unsure, like, what's gonna happen next. And that's where that summer ends, the school year begins, and it transitions into Betty. Betty picks off from James' perspective.
It's very different from August.
It's very different from August.
But the song makes you feel, like, kind of sorry for him.
It does. And that's what aggravates me.
Yeah.
It was my, like, favorite off the album when it first came out. Then I listened to the lyrics and I was like, there's no way I'm rooting for this cheater. Like, it's from James' perspective, the cheater. And he's going back and trying to win Betty back. If I show up to your party, will you have me? Will you want me? But he never actually apologizes. I don't know. He ends up blaming Betty and August and never blames himself. Well, he does, but it sounds like an empty promise. He says in the bridge, I was walking home on broken cobblestones just thinking of you when she pulled up like a figment of my worst intentions. So I'm walking home, just thinking about how much I love my girlfriend, how in love I am, and then, oh no, I'm a cheater now. Then it ends off with them getting back together, and...
Even though he didn't apologize.
He shows up to the party. Will you have me, will you want me? He has her, or she has him, whatever. But then he says, I dreamt of you all summer long. Which just totally disrespects August.
The song Cardigan was, like, everyone's favorite. I think it's, like, the best one off the album. Or, like, everyone believes it was the best one off the album.
Song of the year. Song of the year off Album of the Year with the past Grammys. Yeah, so Cardigan's, like, 40 years into the future. Taylor Swift said that in the Long Pond Studio sessions. She says that she believes that James and Betty end up married together. So Cardigan's in their future. They've already been married. And I think the kicker about this song is that everyone believes it's, like, this beautiful love song, but I think that they end up breaking up in the end. The lyric with the scars, the chorus, the part that everyone, like, the fan favorite, like, chorus is, you drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding, which is a part that everyone always forgets to add in. You drew stars around my scars, so James creates these cuts, heals them, and then draws stars around them so he makes them feel special, which is, again, in the chorus with, and when I felt like I was an old cardigan, put me on and said I was your favorite. But now I'm bleeding and this cycle starts over again. Then it leads into the whole breakup, which is, I believe, in the bridge. Try to change the ending, Peter losing Wendy. Leaving like a father, running like water. So basically they're both just escaping this relationship that she knows is failing over and over and over because they're in this vicious cycle. These three songs tell this concept album story that ended up going to win Album of the Year last year at the 2020 Grammys. Thank you for watching. This is Linda and Emily with Album Anatomy of the Foothill Dragon Press.